Hello and welcome back. If you're watching this video, it's because you have started your research and are ready to complete it. Notice that today's directions say you're going to use the same exact research pages that you downloaded yesterday. That was in the previous day when we clicked on the file, downloaded the document or PDF, and then started taking notes. Today you're going to finish filling it out and answer all of the questions using Google Docs, and then share it with your teacher. Once again, these are the same research papers as you had yesterday. Let's take a look at a second example to help you complete the research. Today's example comes to us courtesy Mrs. Smith. She researched Lucille Ball. What is the influential person's full name? Lucille Desiree Ball. So in section 1, you're dealing with the person's essentials, their name, their birth date, and those types of things. Mrs. Smith was also able to identify Lucy's nicknames, Lucy Ball or Lucy. She also was known as the Queen of Comedy and Television. What made her famous, important, and influential was she was one of the first to bring a new kind of comedy known as a sitcom to television. This entertained millions of people, and sitcoms are still popular today. She also created and acted in the highest-rated television show in the 1950s. That show was called I Love Lucy. Some of your family members may still watch it. Then we get into the birth information. When was she born? August 6th, 1911. And where? Jamestown, New York. In the third and final piece in the beginning where it says other important information, this is where you have some opportunities to expand your research, as Mrs. Smith did an excellent job here. You can see there's lots of important information, but it's also about when Lucille Ball was a child, specifically how that then would impact her becoming a famous actress. I know that Miss Ball was very determined. How do I know that? Because she got kicked out of acting school and the teacher told her that she had no talent. Well, that, I think, fueled her in the future. So it was important to include that here before you move on to those other things that impacted Lucille Ball's acting career and life. Let's look at that now. Perhaps yesterday you found one or two important events in their life, but then read more and are trying to determine what are the best. Don't feel as though you have to limit it to one thing. These are just guidelines for you. If you want to do more, do more. But here are the three main events that we were able to pull in section 2. You can see how Lucy starts to find an agent friend. She gets sent to California. Then her former boyfriend helped her get a contract with Columbia Pictures. These are all important events that happened before she started her most famous television show. So in section 2, when you're listing ABC, you do want to try and keep it in sequential or chronological order. That would have happened first or happened before B, which is when her husband supported her, creating studios, and together they started to create the I Love Lucy show. And then finally, and perhaps most importantly, she starts to determine or change things that become signature for her. She dyes her hair red, she becomes very well known for her voice, and then the I Love Lucy show becomes extremely popular, which made her famous and very known worldwide. So those different things that impacted her that were major events that impacted her as an actress, because that's what she's most known for. That's what you're looking for in this project. What impacted this person that helped them become the famous person that they were? On to the third and final page. In this third section, I want to emphasize again, if, like Miss Ball, she has passed away, you give a date here. If they have not passed away and they're still living, you're just going to write on this line that they are still living. If they had passed away, you're going to give the manner or how they died. In this case, Lucille Ball had 3 heart attacks, eventually one of them taking her life. But if they haven't passed yet, you want to write what they're still currently doing at this stage of their life. Finally, you're going to restate what makes them famous, important, or influential. And you can see Mrs. Smith did this, but she also did it in a couple different ways because she wanted to extend or make her project a little bit better. But Miss Ball was known for being the most talented woman on television in her I Love Lucy program. So these 3 pages, make sure they are clear and complete as well as correct information to make the best of this virtual wax museum project.